Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and let's see what's going on the little island of Fawnhollow today. Well, we already know that Fuschia will be leaving today because she's got to spread her wings. She doesn't want to be trapped anymore in this, to be fair, rather trapping island of Fawnhollow. There's not really like so much you can do here, at least every single day, which might make you wonder how I've managed to play this game for 300 days in a row. But still, oh, not quite in a row, but whatever, close enough in a row. Hello everyone, right now in Fawnhallow, it's 4:37 PM on Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. Now for today's announcements. Tomorrow, Fawnhallow bids a fond farewell to our dear friend, Fuschia. It's hard to say goodbye, but we wish her luck on her next big adventure. Be sure to stop by for one last chat before she leaves. Maybe bring some tissues? I remember Fuschia was someone I had in New Leaf, and like I didn't know who she was, she just moved in randomly, and I was like, right. And then, like, I befriended her as time passed, and long she stayed here. And one day she was like, she's going to move out, and I accidentally said, yeah, go for it. And I was like, no, don't move out. And I remember because you can actually convince them to stay if you spam talk to them every single day. Hold on, not every single day, but between us two, dear, I can't resist buying anything that makes my home feel like a library. The problem is that sometimes I mess up and buy things I already own. Would you be willing to take things so I don't have to feel silly? Your hoarder friend, Lily. Yeah, if you didn't know, back in New Leaf, I don't think it works in New Horizons anymore, but if you already said that, oh yeah, go ahead, you can leave. If you spam talk to them, eventually they'll have a thinking being like, oh, now I'm having second doubts about me leaving. I really like it here. And you can be like, no, don't leave. Active Island resident, 300 days. There we go. Already made MVP. Because our day one didn't really count as a day for some reason, if I recall. Why do we have so many things in our inventory? Ah, these are the stone things. Who was our visitor? Is it Red? It's not Red. We haven't had Red for a while. We haven't had LaBelle for a while, I think. I can't think who else. Who else has not appeared for a bit? CJ was yesterday. Flick we had the... No, we didn't have Flick last week, did we? So expecting Flick and Red this week. Not today, of course. Probably it's like Leif or something. It's not even Leif. When was Vivian's birthday? 26th. Okay. Jakey thinking about something over there. We'll have a chat with him just afterwards. As we think about what we're going to do today, of course we're going to say goodbye to Fuschia. Fond farewells. Jakey deep in thought. Got one of those coats on. Oh, what are they called? Those specific types of coats. You bought an ironing set. How much? Sure, why not? It is a bit strange how sometimes some of the animals get like different coloured eyes or something when they're shocked. Like no, Roscoe got like yellow sclera? That's like the whites of your eyes. Ironically called the whites of your eyes, but he turned them yellow somehow whenever he got angry. And Jakey here gets red pupils or whatever. Somehow. Some way, somehow. So we got 30,000 tickets saved up. Not tickets, sorry. 30,000 tickets would be absurd. That's like Kiki Sonata? This is a new one. I was like, I've never seen this before. 30,000 tickets, that's like Raymond levels of popularity of tickets to have. Do you hear about this? I feel like I talked about this before. There's a black market of Animal Crossing villages, and then oh, we should actually exchange for a ticket. And the most expensive you can get like auctions or whatever of certain villages, because, and of course some villages are more popular than others because through design or nostalgia or whatever reasons, or being new, and Raymond being the most popular in New Horizons. On a forum or whatever, he sold for like, I think it was 100,000 Nook Mile tickets. Maybe it wasn't 100,000, that sounds too absurd. Maybe it was like 1,000, or maybe like 2,000. Hold on, let's see. Raymond Nook Mile ticket price. 500. It must have been like 2,000 or something. Or 20,000. 100,000? I don't know. It was some absurd amount of tickets, obviously, that he sold for. And, yeah, I guess that was the whole story. I didn't really have much more to it than I thought about. Now I think about it. Hello, Flick. You're our visitor for today. But Fuschia, she'll be leaving. Probably because we made her house too spooky, and she was like, you know what? I'm not vibing this right now. You know what? I respect that. Sort of being like, this is a bit too much for me. Hello, Fuschia. Hey, Rambler. Glad you came by. It's been real, but I've finally decided it's time to move on. Thanks a bunch for the advice you gave me the other day. It really meant a lot. I wish I could leave you with a smile, but yeah, I'm gonna really miss you, heck yeah. Don't forget me, alright? It'll be hard to forget you, Fuschia. Especially since how randomly that... You always wear this orange polka dot, like, sleeved dress or whatever. Hard to believe I'm leaving all this behind. You gonna see me off, Rambler? You better. I wish we could see them, actually, like, when they pull up to the airport or whatever, with all their bags packed, and you can actually wave them goodbye, but you can't. Everything I own is in these boxes to the left. I've absolutely no idea what's in which box, but it's all there. Let's take a final image of Fuschia. How about a wave goodbye? Because that's one of our daily missions for today. Ah, gosh. Hey, Fuschia. What a wild bundle of energy you are. Wild bundle of sassy energy or something, I don't know. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? I don't really know. I don't even know what we're going to do today. Hey, Ferb, what are we going to do today? To quote Phineas and Ferb. Which, I probably quoted surprising amount, to be honest. We're really now at Vista's flick. We might as well still look for a... whatchamacallit? Message in a bottle. Because like I'm a genie in a bottle. Song parodies are kind of my thing. Does anyone else do this? When someone says, like, a line or word, which is, like, a part of a song, just like in... But they say it in, like, just regular daily conversation, you just immediately start singing it. Maybe that's just me. Probably not just me, but... I feel like I do it to an absurd degree. I was talking with some of my friends, and I'm like, you know, dude, you sing a bit. You sing quite a lot. Not well, mind you. Not well. I wish I could sing extremely well, but I didn't. I had the opportunity to join choir back in the day. Oh no, you're ill. Let's go get you some medicine. Let's go practice medicine. Back in the day, a music teacher, because I was pretty good at music back in the day, was like, hey, you should join orchestra, why don't you join choir as well, that sort of thing. And I was like, nah, because I was a lazy child. Here's a tip: if you're at that sort of age, go ahead, do them, you know. As long as it doesn't like stress you out doing them, or like overwork you, or that sort of thing. It was me. I was a child. What was I doing? Wasn't doing anything all the time. I was playing video games or whatever. When I came back home, I could have spent an extra 2.5 hours or whatever after school being part of a choir, learning to sing. Look where I am now. Here I am, 10 years later. 10? 12 years later, maybe. 11 years later, being like, damn, I wish I joined choir. And thus could start, not start, but be able to, you know, carry a tune. I don't have to be like a pop star or anything. Obviously, that's a little bit unfeasibly out of reach for, well, lots of people, to be honest. But it'd be nice to sing. Because I like, well, not sing, obviously I can sing anyway, but sing and be able to carry a tune, you know, that sort of thing. It's one of those things, because I often like to ask people, like, what would you, like, love to learn to be able to do? You know, that sort of thing. If you're given them time or whatever. Whoa. What on earth is going on? Oh! I had to respond to that later as an interesting message from one of my friends. A fruit leaf, sorry. I was reading this to see if it's something important. It's pretty cool, but don't worry. Nothing bad. What was I talking about? Yeah, it's one of those things I always ask. I don't know why we entered your house if we can't even give you the present yet because we haven't wrapped it. But like what sort of skill would you love to learn if you just like a genie would be like, I'm the skill genie. I'm gonna instantly grant you not mastery of a skill, but like whatever level of mastery you desire over a skill. Have a snap of your fingers. You know? I think, you know, there's quite a few good options. You got learning a language. You got one I always used to say was art until I learned how to sort of do art. I'm not sure if that looks good or not. I forgot we were carrying these around because we're unsure. Well, I say we're unsure, it's more like I'm unsure if this is what I want for my rock garden. This feels like too big a central thing, but the other rocks are too small, so we're in a bit of a, not a catch-22, but a don't know what to do about it situation. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Completely slipped my mind. Oh yeah, I think you got learning a language was also a very good skill to have. What language would I learn, you say? I feel like if you're doing it from a pragmatic standpoint, the best option for you to choose would be one of Mandarin, Chinese, or Spanish. But seeing as I'm not fluent in Mandarin, mind you, but I'm still decent enough I can carry a conversation and understand a lot of it. I'm much better at understanding when I am at speaking it. But I feel like that's a given for a lot of people who speak languages, to be honest. A language, not their mother tongue, shall we say? I don't know why I said tongue so weirdly. Tongue. Yeah, learning language, that's a pretty good one. What else is good? Sports, I guess. I can see the appeal of that. Not for me personally, because I'm not much of a sporty person. I mean, if it had to be a physical exercise, I would absolutely choose dance. I feel like dance is very cool. The expressiveness you can have throughout dancing while keeping active doesn't stop me from dancing randomly in my room. An embarrassing sight to behold, to be honest. Raymond around here? Did we get our message in a bottle? The fruit reef was from Bruce, right? Yeah, so it must be on the left side somewhere. Okay. Summer message in a bottle. You better take what I say. Oh, we forgot to buy medicine for old Harry. He's gone again. I don't know. I feel like this would be the point where I'd be like, well, if you want a skill genie to instantly grant you your wish of being able to master a skill, subscribe now to Skillshare using the code Dear Darling for 10% off your first purchase. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by Skillshare or anything, or like one of the other ones. It was like learn something? I can't remember. You see adverts, right? I'm not sponsored by them, so I don't even know why I'm giving them fake plugs. Yeah, actually, I'm talking about Scareshill, the new skill learning site. That sort of equipment. That'd be a fantastic place for a plug. Of course, that's a bit of a amusing just idea, I suppose. What was I saying? No. What other skills would be good options? But now I'm thinking there's more like niche skills, I suppose. It just depends on your situation, like video editing or that sort of thing. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think like a list of things I would choose. Okay, first things first, I would absolutely choose complete mastery over art. I think. I have this conversation with Milky before because sorry, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. Let's finish this thought process first. Art would be first, then some sort of music-based one. If I had to only specify one area of music, I would choose singing first, and then I would choose musical composition. And theory, I guess. And I guess those kind of go hand in hand together, so I think the Genie will let me have a free pass of that one. Third, I would ask if I could have, like, since I'm already pretty good at Chinese, could I, like, split mastery over language, half and half, put, like, 50% into Chinese, 50% into a different language? Maybe Japanese or something? Because then I'd become trilingual. That'd be pretty cool. Well, actually, that's perhaps a bit overconfidence, thinking I got 50% mastery over Japanese. Probably even a bit overconfident for Chinese. I don't think we spoke to Rowan for ages. I was going to say, we haven't seen Raymond about, have we? He wasn't in the shop. He could have been in Label Sisters. I did not check. You're right. You're right. And then we get into more abstract skills, I think, from then on. What would I choose otherwise? I don't know. If there's, like, were not feasible options or whatever from this theoretical Genie. Genie was like, nah, someone already wished for singing and can't grant it twice or whatever. And I'm like, gosh. I don't know. At that point, then, I think I'd just go for things like, I don't know, dance would be pretty cool. Problem is I got like a pretty bad shoulder which dislocates quite easily. So a lot of physical activity can be not dangerous per se, but a bad idea. Do we not give out any of these presents? Jakey, Raymond. Oh, hello. What's up, Lily? Singing in the rain? Should we change it up? I read that it's a good idea to update things like secret passwords down then. Okay, I got a new one. How about... Okay, I guess we should update it for snowfall. What sound does a snowflake make? Snow. Like soft snow. We'll just give her like poetic sounding greetings. Does it really make sense? No, but you know, I thought about it in 10 seconds. So, not a good improviser, I guess I'm. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what other skills I would choose to learn from this theoretical skill genie. Those are definitely my top ones. But yeah, the reason I say you get to choose a mastery level you end up with is because I had this conversation with Melkit before, and he was like, a lot of it is he really likes the process of learning and seeing the progress and getting better at a skill or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I do like that as well, but that's not my number one reason. I think a lot of time for learning skills. A lot of the time I want to learn the skill so I get to that mastery point at the end. If I could skip out all the the hard work, I suppose. If I could skip out the middleman and just become instantly a master at something, I would be like, fantastic, now I can do exactly what I want. It's like one of the reasons, I suppose, I started learning how to draw in the first place. It was like, I want to be able to create the things I want to draw. We've got to put the blue gill model down because we put it all the way over there, like an absolute fool. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Like, obviously in this theoretical situation, it would be pretty crazy not to choose the ability just to instantly master your chosen skill. Ah, we've got to get bugs. Let's go back in and get them now. Just from like a time standpoint, like even if you wanted to learn to become really good at drawing per se, just then choose a different skill. Choose something like cooking or something. Just choose a random other skill to instantly master. Ah, Emperor Butterfly. Apparently we haven't done this one yet. I'm seeing what other insects we've got free of. Not many, just a dung beetle actually. But yeah. So obviously everyone's always going to take the opportunity, but you know, I suppose a good compromise would be like, instead of instantly mastering the skill, it would be like you learn the skill at like an accelerated rate, like 10 times faster than other people or something. Or 10 times faster than you currently do. Actually, if you learn slower than the average person, I guess. And okay, 10 times faster than the average person. Where is Flick? You're not up here. I don't know why I ran up here. Because, I don't know, following that old saying of mastery being like 10,000, once you put 10,000 hours into something, that's when you've mastered it. You would 10,000 productive hours. I hear a present. I think in something, that's when you mastered it. If you learn things at 10 times a faster rate than the average human being, then theoretically you only need 1,000 hours to master something, which is still, you know, it's not a laughable amount of time. It's still quite a lot. Still, by doing it, you have to commit quite a lot of time to it. Like, even if you spent if it's like a light hobby, you spend like 1 hour each day, it's still going to take you like a bit over 3 years to learn it. 3.5 years-ish. Actually, no, not quite that much. I'm saying 365 times 3, 900, about 180. Oh, so under 3 years, in fact. Yeah, that makes sense. We haven't seen Raymond, and we've seen Bruce, but we didn't have a present ready for him. So we'll go do that, and then we'll, I guess, lay down the paving for the rock farm. Yeah. Even for a casual hobby, you would still learn it in 3 years, which is pretty good. Like, that's pretty awesome. That's total mastery. When other people, if you did it an hour in a day, would take them 30 years. But let's be more reasonable for perhaps a hobby. Or okay, so then you got like a more intense hobby. This is something you'll probably, I'd say it's reasonable for you to spend about 3 hours a day on it, you know? Then that would take 333 days. So that'd be like in less than a year you become a complete master at them. While other people take them 10 years. Which is, to be honest, 10 years? Or total complete practice. 3 hours of practice every single day, that's not actually all that long a time to become an absolute master at something. Like, when I say 10,000 hours makes you a master at something, this is obviously, you know, it varies from person to person, but like master is like master, you know? You know, basically all the ins and outs of something like that. That's crazy. I wonder if I'm a master at video games yet. I probably played 10,000 hours of video games. I started gaming from when I was very young, to be fair. I can see myself as spending 3 hours a day over the course of 10 years. Why am I so bad at them then? That's a good question. What was I going to do? We're going to lay down the paths for a rock farm. But yeah, 10,000 hours. Basically, the TLDR of it is, it's a long time. But then, what about something you're super committed to? Basically, you work on it as a job or something. Like, I don't know, maybe you are an artist or something for your job. Then you probably spend like 9 to 5, right? Each day, like 8 hours on each. Why is this? I forgot this random. Should we see? Has this happened to anyone else? New Horizons can't put path down on tile. Is this just a bug? Is there something on here? What about this particular spot means I can't do it? What is this? Is my game bugged? What else could we even interact with? Which would be here. The axe doesn't hit anything, so it's not like a rock or something. I don't know what this is. I don't understand why it's bugged. Raymond, where on earth did you come from? What on earth? So glad to hear my voice. Aw, you're so sweet, Raymond. Why do we have this one broken spot? I wonder if we can place furniture on it. That's a good question. Should we try that? I mean, I suppose what else are we going to try? What is wrong with this spot? It sounds like I'm hitting just like grass, right? New Horizons. Bugged square paths. Ground unremovable. Oh, there's a bug report on Support of America. Basically, don't remain underneath a house constructed in it. I tried to paint over parts of it and normally path. So move the house away so I can move it out. Even with the house gone, I cannot remove. Ah, it's something to do with placing houses here. What used to be here? Nothing used to be here, I thought. I can't remember what the old layout of my island was. Yeah, wait, there was never a building here, was there? Was Able Sisters here? No, Able Sisters was on that side. Museum? Oh, someone posted a Twitter video on it. Let's see if it's exactly the same thing I've got going on. Or theirs is different. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Try building a cliff or river on it. I don't know what to do. Try building a cliff on it? I mean, this is actually probably the first glitch we've actually properly ran into. New Horizons. Found a fix. The game doesn't allow you to edit the space that was the center of whatever building was placed on top of it. Just place a building over the top of an area you're not able to edit, and make sure that the center of a building covers a majority of the area. Then move the building back off the area and see what paths you still need to cover or move. Oh. So we need to move our house onto this spot. What? Okay, well, I mean, I'm going to trust this person and assume it works. Actually, we'll try this one quickly. They say if you surround this area with identical path, it should force the game to redraw the stuck path. Oh, allowing you to erase it. Okay, well, this one seems like a different problem, because we're not trying to erase something, we're trying to put it down. Okay, well, we'll try it. We'll try moving our house on top of this bug square. Because this is very annoying. Let's move everything out of the way first. The game doesn't allow you to edit the space that was the center of whatever building was placed on top of it. Place a building over the top of an area you're not able to edit, and make sure that the center of a building covers a majority of the area. So basically just put a house directly on top of that. Now, what am I going to do if we can't move a house on top of it? I'm just going to cry. But we'll do this for now. Hopefully there's not many bug squares, but we got the money to burn. Until Nintendo figures out a fix for it, I suppose. Let's... Is this how we move our house? Me? No, okay, I think we had to talk about my home. I forgot how to do it. I want to relocate. Apparently it's, yeah, cheaper to move your own home than someone else's home. So I guess we'll move ourselves down there and move ourselves back up there. I suppose while we move our house down there, we can put paths underneath our house. I don't know if paths stay or not underneath our house, but still. We can find out. And what better to find out? What better way to find out than experience it right now? What an annoying glitch, though. So we want to make sure we pop our house down such that it's entirely covering the glitch spot. Luckily we can still build a house on top of it. But for now I guess we'll... I don't know. I guess we can put this bluegill model down. It's going to be a bit strange. Well, actually it's fine, because tomorrow we're not going to be decorating. Tomorrow we're going to be island hopping with Fuschia. I can't bother to move the flowers, we don't have enough time, to be honest, in this episode. So that'll just have to wait. Bluegill's a sea fish, isn't it? Or is it a river fish? Now I think about it, I think it's a river fish, but still, it's going to go up in the school of fish over here. As we, I guess, round off this episode here-ish. A bit on the early side, but still, we kind of have an awkward amount of time left where we can't really do anything. It's annoying, but I'm glad to see that other people have talked about this problem before. It's not just me. And it's got a solution, hopefully. But anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Darling. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, all greatly appreciated. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord down below. I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.